I'm waiting here. Sing for me sweet lullabies. Bright nights of everlasting darksome days. Bright nights and wearing the stain you made of me. And I wait and I wait and I wait and I wait for the bright nights to lead my way through the maze. Savior, where are you now?
By the way, you can save energy by timing your smart lights to turn on or off when you want. Just ask me to turn off the lights in 15 minutes.
Okay. Wow. Alexa's talking to me. Does she have anything else to say? Looks like we're on. We're live. Yeah, we're live. Yeah, I just remembered to turn on my backlight. I've got this big backlight now, this big fill light that's really good. So I probably could get rid of this key light that I have. I have this key light that I really don't need to turn on. So that thing is so powerful over there. But welcome. It is Tech Tuesday, and I am going to run a short stream for Mr. Kai Friedrichsen. I think he'll be back. I think he'll be back next week. I don't know yet. He probably, hey, how are you doing, Walker Snow? I think he'll pop in. He might pop into the stream on his phone or something. So I don't know the state of his computer at this time. So that's one of the issues. So he's like I said, in the middle of stuff. So let him explain his stuff when he gets a chance to do it. But he's good. He's healthy and he's fine. He's flying. He actually put some video together for his Speedy Bee. And I think let me see if I don't know if the Speedy, I have some links to get there. So I think what I'll do is I will look and see if I can. Yeah, here's his Speedy B footage. So he does. I do have access to his Speedy B footage. Oh, enter password. I don't know. What is up with that? I know what it is on there. Oh, well, maybe not. Let's see here. Let's see if that goes there. Oh, I know what you gotta do. Let's see. Looks like I'm in. Yeah, looks like I'm in. But yeah, so I do have some of his avatar footage from the Speedy Bee. So he flew his 5-inch, really good looking quad. Looking really good. I thought it was. I mean, he's got the knack of really putting things together great. Hey Walker, let's see. I got my brand new Autel Evo Nano Plus today. Quite disappointed that it doesn't move horizontally. Doesn't move horizontal. Oh, meaning that the video, the you can't move the camera horizontally. Okay, this Walker. Let me tell you something. Just crop the footage in, make your own horizontal video. You're fine. Usually, if you record in 4:3, it will make it tall enough. And then all you got to do is bring the sides in. So you can do this. Okay. Let's see. It's reacting to stick inputs, very occasional and randomly. Give it a chance. I had some issues with the sensor. I would Walker, I never had any input issues. So you might want to check your setup. It's the aircraft doesn't move forward, back, right, left. What? I don't know. I've never had that problem. What is going on? Aircraft doesn't move forward, back, right, or left. Something, something is going on with, make sure you do a couple updates on it. I'm trying to think of what I think okay, Walker, check your OTG cable connection. You might have a bad wire. There's a lot of things, but usually I don't know. So that's really strange. I never heard anybody complain about stick input. So that's that's something very new. I would go on. That's something I've never heard before. So yeah, it's concerning, but it sounds like something that is fixable. I just I've never had that issue. I'm trying to think through all the different things that I can. I know that like I said, your OTG connection, if it's bad, it can make a difference. I'm trying to think of things that it could possibly be. I had, by the way, I didn't have that drone a terribly long time, but all of the time I did, the only problem I had was an occasional hiccup with the sensors in midair in the middle of nowhere. So I would get a sensor hit, and it might have been caused by the sun. We don't know. I don't know, but it didn't happen very often. I finally got an ND filter for it, and I took it on vacation. I flew it really far. I mean, it was very dependable. So Walker, I would just go, if you think you went through the entire setup procedure correctly, I would ask for a return and just say, hey, you know what? There's something, I don't know what's wrong with this. It might be something wrong with this. Can I swap it out? Because that's just weird. There's nothing there that the controller is really solid. I just can't think of anything at this point. So, but I believe that you're having trouble. I'm not going to say that you're not having trouble. So I'm not gonna I'm not going to vouch for I'm not going to vouch for them. So I've got there we go. I've got a couple of yeah. You notice that I just threw my chat box up there. That's something from a program that I'm using, and it's called Chatbot, and so yeah, it's put it. I wonder if I can make that a little bit bigger. There we go. So that's my right there. Latest subscriber and last member right there. Last member. Eat more possum. So give them a little bit of now. Why doesn't that go? Let's see. I'm gonna take that down. I'm gonna put that all the way to the top. I don't know why that. We'll let that kind of settle in and see what it does. So, all right. So I'm a latest subscriber. Yeah. So I'm gonna take the chat box down. I'm gonna put it back up and see if I can. Yeah. Now it's not coming back up. There we go. And we're back up there. Hey, possum. Hey, I don't know. Hey, I have no idea who's gonna be here today. So please be patient. I plan on being on. I decided to get on early today, so I can get kind of set up because I just had to throw this stream together last minute. So anyway, but yeah, you're gonna notice a couple new things. I have an alert that comes up, and I wish that box right there would be transparent. So I'm gonna have to look and see how I can make my chat box transparent. So let's put it up there. I don't want it to just be sitting there with nothing on it, So as you guys chat, it will pop up. So it will record that. What I probably should do is make it long and skinny, and then so it pops short frame. But I'm messing around with some different things. I've got an alert box too that will pop up in case anybody does something special today. Like drop a small donation on Mr. Dad Random. Yeah, we'll just leave it right there. But yeah, look at that. Check out there. So there's now it's covering up the latest subscriber. I don't like that. I don't really like that that font. That's so cheesy. Where it says latest member. Yeah, let's put that down below, huh? Let's put that. And I think it should be a little bit more fancy. So let me go down here. And yeah, just get it out of there a little bit. I don't know. It needs a background. It needs to be black. I mean, I guess if they put it over the top of that, I'm just going to leave that right there. That should be a little bit more nice. So anyway, let's just take those down for now. But anyway, yeah. So if you saw the thumbnail, I think you guys know where I'm going with the thumbnail. Let me show you. Let me just show you guys. So I'm gonna get right to it. Okay, I'm gonna get right on it. But thank you for joining me today. Like I said, Kai, he could drop in with his phone, do some texting. It would be nice. But he's moving his computer and stuff. So anyway, that gives you enough of an idea. But Kai successfully flew his AVATA Speedy Bee build. So if you were on the last stream, if you want to check it out quickly, go back and check out our last stream. But it's a really solid little build. But this is some video from it. And I thought it was pretty smooth. So let me just go and see if I can share this here. So I'm gonna share some of this footage just real quick. I need to go to my screen share, but look at that right there. Check that out. And look at that right there. Yes, that is a sneak peek of how that face mask, that foam, fits in my goggles. So I can move that up a little closer so you can really get a good view of it. But check that out. Look at how nice that looks. And guys, as nice as it looks, it does fit. So, let me tell you, I've had both the Integras and the goggles V2, and these things are, why didn't they put this foam with it when they sold these things? I just don't understand it. It literally solves the problem. Now, there is a little bit of a focusing issue. It is very slight now. It depends on your eyes. I still can adjust it. But yeah, just make sure I'm still getting, there we go. I just want to make sure I'm still getting vocal, but check that out. Let's see if the fit, I'm just looking around on the sides. I was as careful as I could be. You know, you see this edge right there. I probably could have done a better job with that. It doesn't look like that on that side. It just needs to be moved a little bit. I'm not getting any light leak. See that? I just need to move the sticky down. Let me see if I can move that down right now. Yeah, I can do it right there. Perfect. Get that in there. There we go. That's better. Check that out. That's a much better fit now. But yeah, the problem was this lower edge right here. So this lower edge, you can see how they brought it up. And yeah, look at that. Isn't that great? I mean, like I said, why didn't they do this at first? So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, and then I'll flip the camera over, go back to the main. So if I go, let me go ahead and take off my glasses here. If I go ahead and put these on now, they fit comfortably now. I mean, it's like night and day. I mean, it's one of the most important things about FPV is that, now look at how narrow it is now. Look at the field of view, how narrow that is. You'd think that it would interfere with your vision. Let's show you right here. So there it is. And I mean, it literally touches my face the exact way. And I can see no light leaking in here. So let me go ahead and turn the video on. So I can see DJI okay, a little bit blurry, and my eyes are now adjusting. And yeah, so I can see all the corners. Now I don't know if I still have it on. I might have still have it on the reduced video size. I might have it at 70% or whatever. But it's not perfect. I'm telling you, it ain't perfect. But it definitely ain't what it used to be, and I have zero light leak. And yeah, I can still adjust. And I can still move there, right there. That's better right there. I just moved it in a little bit. And then like that. I mean, I'm flying now. And if I put it in 4x3, so yeah. So anyway, I mean, look at that. Look at how it fits on my head. I mean, it's just like, yay, guys. It's about time. Now, these are iFlight. These are the iFlight. That's where I got them from iFlight. I actually bought it through Pyrodrone. And yeah, so I bought these through Pyrodrone, and there they are. There it is. That is the solution. That is the solution to the ultimate problem with these. And it only took 2 years for that to a year and a half. It only took a year and a half for somebody to make a piece of foam that was absolutely perfect. I mean, it's literally, to me, it's mind-boggling that they didn't do it earlier. It really is. I'll go ahead and put it back up on the cup here. So if I need to flash it later, I can do that. So yeah, I can't believe it. A year later, we finally get the solution, and it's not done by DJI. So let's see. I wonder what the Walker's working on his. He's got autel issues. I wonder what would happen if I would block the GPS and try to fly. I don't know. I don't know. I don't recommend it. So yeah, you've got an issue, Walker. You have an issue that I would get on. I would call somebody and have them, troubleshoot what you've done, and then have you check a couple of settings, then have you fly it before you. So I would go through the troubleshooting. But if you want to, it depends on where you bought your Autel drone. If you bought it directly from them, or you bought it through Amazon, or through eBay, you do have the option to return. So, and then just have them swap it out. It happens all the time. So I would be looking at that. I would be looking for a swap out situation. So, but yeah, Possum, you've been kind of busy. You've been busy moving over some of your FPV stuff and trying to, and then you went GPS completely. So you know of the wonderful camera. So it'd be so you should be putting up some. You should be putting up some video. On I'm just updating here, just uploading. Want to see if Possum, let's see. I just want to see if you put up any Air 3 footage. Oh yeah, of course you have. Let's see, a month. Nope, you haven't. You haven't put anything up. That's a month ago. So you need to post. You need to post, and so you need to post some Air 3 footage. Oh, looks like somebody did a Maiden 2. I haven't seen that on your short. That looks like that definitely looks like your home build. So, but yeah, I was looking at Possum stuff there. I see the little side. I see a familiar app popping out. So looks more like a software issue. I'm trying to update firmware, but the download speed is like 56K modem from the 90s. It's an Autel issue. I have 100 megabit. Yeah, it'll take guys. When you update software, it can do that. So you got to be patient. I mean, talk about patience. Check this out. Okay, I'm gonna buzz over to here. I want to show Kai's Speedy Bee footage. So let's do that. Let me show Kai's Speedy Bee footage. There it is, right there. So that's this is his new build. I know I have pictures he sent, and let me see if I can post that up. But he sent me some pictures for his Speedy Bee as he finished it. There it is. Here, I'm going to download this onto my phone. And he did show you the last live stream, so I'm still downloading that. So I'll get a copy of that one. And that's a 5-inch. I think it's downloaded, right? Let's see. Showing photos. There we go. So it is up there. I just gotta get it on my get it uploaded. But yeah, it's hard to be a one-man show. So let me go there. It has not. It's still on my phone. Here, I'm going to show you here. I got an image on my phone here. I'll just show you. I got good video. But there it is. There's his Speedy Bee. There's the build. And that is a 6S Ripper right there. But well, you can see that the frame is pretty beefy, but it also has long range capability. So this is a build that's heavier than the current state of the law. But there it is right there. Very smooth. And this is AVATA. This is 1080p AVATA footage. I don't believe I haven't downloaded it, so it's not going to be 1080p that you're going to see. But what you can see is the flight characteristics. Okay. And Kai's getting a little bit more loose with this flying too, I notice. He needs to get up and just do some dives down there and just get that nose pointed down and just get. I'm gonna bring the Kai 2 out now that I've got my goggles fixed. I'm gonna post a video of me flying the Kai 2 using my newly fixed goggles V2. So, but yeah, so that is his flight. I forget how many minutes he got out of that. 7. He got almost 8 minutes out of this battery with 6S. So I don't know what the mAh rating was on that battery. I do not know. So, and he's doing a little bit of he's flying with a person that he actually helped get his drone kind of in order. He had bought a bunch of gear. Always beware if you're not really familiar with a lot of the protocols and all the different systems, like digital systems and analog systems, and you buy a bunch of gear from somebody, it doesn't always work. So let's see. No, the Mavic 3 Pro footage up yet. I shot some wild turkey with the X7 cam. Flew in 100. Yeah, I totally understand that. Today it's 106, so I'm definitely not flying today. But yeah, he's doing a little bit of flying with the. I forget the gentleman's name, but he'll fill that in next stream. But yeah, I expect Eat More Possum. He's got the Air 3. He's going to put up some glorious footage from that. He's going to be very happy that he bought that. It's a lot of fun. Oh no, he didn't buy the Air 3. He bought the Mavic 3 Pro. So he's going to be in drone dreamland for quite a while. Look at that. Kai's right he's down in the trees. I like that. He's getting, like I say, he's getting a little more ballsy, I'd say. Just stay down in those trees. You'll navigate it. And you just kind of gotta just work the throttle forward, and it's just one of those things. You're afraid of always losing connection. That's kind of the thing, but it's not that far. And he's chasing another. Now I don't know the type of drone that he's chasing. It's actually one of, I don't know if it's a Cinewhoop of some kind. I haven't seen a close up. That would have been cool if they got real close. But yeah, so this is one of them. And if you want to see actually, let me download that. I want you to see the difference of the footage when it's full resolution. This is not full res. This is I have to download it to get full res. It's a pretty big file, so I'll let it finish up. But yeah, that's pretty fun, isn't it? Yeah, so the difference between, like, Possum's going to be flying the Mavic 3 Pro. And I keep telling people this. It is the best drone I've ever flown, period. And I'm flying an absolutely an amazing drone now. I am comparing apples to apples, literally. And this, the Air 3 is pretty amazing, but they're in slightly different classes when it comes to this camera right here. And since he has the micro 4/3 camera, he's going to be able to take much better video. But this thing is, if we had a fly off and we flew for distance, this one and that one, we would probably both come back barely land after 45 minutes, 44 minutes, something like that. So yeah, we could have a fly off for distance, or we could do a hover. We could do a little bit of a hover competition or something like that. Hey Possum, what controller are you using with the Mavic 3? Are you using the Pro controller? I'm just curious if you've got the Pro controller. I'm done downloading, so let me get that original shot. So this is the 3 gigabyte. All right, yeah. So here we go. So here is the original. Yeah, so it's a lot better. You can see already from your screen there. That's way better. Yeah, I think it's 720. I think I'm getting 720 from He's like NASCAR, always making left turns. That's me too. I think I'm always making right turns. I think I'm the opposite. I don't make as many left turns. I make more right turns, I think. Yeah, it just depends. He flies with I think he flies pinching. I'm still a thumber. And that forces you kind of to make left turns a lot. But yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. So he gets down in there. So that's pretty fun to watch. It's fun to watch other people fly. You know, test their skills, and he's getting Kai's getting more and more like just a little bit more willing to take some chances. You get gun shy when you crash stuff, and especially with the GPSs, I've been gun shy. That's a really good flight for. He's trying to bring it in and drop it on the concrete there. There he is, and then there is his partner in crime. So that'll be cool. So that was the flight of the Speedy Bee. That was Speedy Bee footage, and I think those are all Avatar. I just want to see what this other one was here. They're just 3 different flights. Yeah, a little more speed on this. Usually you want to watch the last flight because usually by the time you get to the last flight, look at the kid over there playing soccer. Like I'm getting bombed by FPV quads. So, but yeah, so that is the flight of the Speedy Bee. And now you might be interested. You might be a little bit curious as to this last project that I've done. Let's see. It has DJRC. Oh, so he's just flying the RC. I flew Possum. I flew mine with the RC as well. I flew it with the RC. The RC2 is better. I'm just going to tell you that right now. It's the same screen, just better. It's a better control system, but I flew you saw me fly the Mavic 3 Pro when I was out of town, when I was at my dad's house, and it was fine. I flew in all that hazy smoke. I flew with trees in the way, and I rarely had a problem. So I think you're good. Feels good in the hands. Yes, it is. It's light, live. It's sharp and clear. Buttons are right. We're in programmable. Exactly. Yeah, I don't like. I wish the nit value was 1,000. I think everybody that says that, it would take away from the battery life on that. But I think what we would gain in just easy when we're flying a camera drone, we want to be able to see color. We want to be able to see focus. We want to be able to see clearly. And yeah, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Speaking of not seeing clearly, this is a recent little purchase. Somebody on the watches the channels and go, "Hey, that's mine." But yeah, I was looking for a deal on a Spark because I was interested, guys. It's kind of like I feel like I've been flying forever, and I've gone so many years now that I want to look back at the good old days, because right now, what we've got coming with RID and all these rules and laws, it's kind of taking the fun out of things. But the Spark, watch how I got this set up. I got this set up pretty sweet. So here it is. Here's my Spark setup right here. And I guess I could put over here let me put it on the side cam. Hold on here. Get this on the side cam. Put this up. So here's the Spark the way I've got it set up, and yeah, this thing came with 3 batteries, every one of them. Look at that. Now that one I need to charge. This is probably the one I just got done flying. I was doing some adjustments. I was doing some IMU calibration and stuff, but yeah, good little batteries. Yeah, it's full. Things. I don't know how old these batteries are, but they're nice. I think I got the other full battery. So here it is right there. I put the gimbal guard on it. This is the project that I just printed out right there. The little gimbal guard snaps right in, protects that camera. It fits really nice. But what a great little drone. Just so much fun. It's so little. And it's so quiet. Now, I wasn't going very fast in the last video. I had a setting. I didn't set it to max speed. It's now set at max speed. This thing will go 30 miles an hour. So this thing will fly at 30 in max speed now. I've got it set up that way. It'll cruise. I got it at all the settings are maxed out. So yeah, this one, you see the batteries are good, man. The batteries are good in this thing. A really great little drone. A little bit of software glitchy stuff, I think anything with like anything you can get software issues. So I might have to recalibrate the IMU again. We'll see what happens. I just wanted to get all the calibrations current. I set it up with this for charging. So I've got this little charging block, and I've got two, one to charge the controller and the other one to charge the battery. Got that set up. And then OTG cable, there's your OTG. So there's my OGT cable, the extra props. So we're set up. The controller now, I wish I could find another version of this controller. They're a little expensive right now. I think I could find one for about $60. I just don't want to put any more money in it. I want to fly it. I mean, the controller works good. I mean, it controls really well. I don't know if any of you guys remembered that when your sticks get out of calibration, you get a red beep that goes beep, 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 beep. It just goes crazy. I haven't gotten any error message, but I had that. I have gotten that error message, and it's just kind of annoying. But like I said, I don't want to throw any more money into this thing. Hey, Lone Star's in the house. Walker Snow. You know what? I think you're right. He says, I think Autel is going to also going to end the production of consumer drones. They're selling Nano Plus very cheap all around the world, trying to get rid of the stock. We're hoping that they're not getting rid of them, and they're maybe trying to. They got a new lineup, but I think you're right. I really do. I think they're going to go all commercial, and it is sad. It is very sad, the state of affairs that we're in. That's kind of why I bought this. This thing here, I'll probably be able to keep it flying for maybe 2 more years. I think I can get 2 years out of it. I love the video. If I crash it, I don't care. I'm out. I could sell the batteries for as much as I can, as much as I can, as much as the I paid for the whole kit. So the other thing I do have is I have clamshell. So this is the clamshell reflector. People actually will print these and then put the reflective stuff on. You can actually print the plastic. These are original. I just kept it. I just had no reason to get rid of them, and they fit nicely. I just throw them in the box. But yeah. So, yep, there it is. The DJI Spark got. I think I don't. These are not original props. I know that the originals had yellow. I don't think these are original. The original ones were yellow. But I did get a couple of sets of props. The props are still. I was thinking about getting the get master air screw props. I have not decided yet, but it wasn't as loud as I remembered. So since it wasn't as loud as I remembered, I know if I put the master air screw props on, they would not fit in this box. I would have to take them off all the time, every time I went into the box, which is okay. I don't mind that. But they're $25. It'd end up be $30 more. I don't know if I want to spend any more on this. I think, like I said, I think I got what I wanted. I know it works. It flies. I get a mile out of it. You can get about it says you can get about 9,000, 10,000 feet. I'm almost sure I could get about 2 miles is what you'll get if this was a patch antenna, I would probably get 2 miles. So if I did an update on the antennas, did a clean out, and that's another option. I do have antennas that would work for this. I would have to get a kit and get with the connectors, and then I could run I've got some really nice panel antennas. They're they're not foldable. They won't fit in here. Let me see if I can find one. Let me show you one. I'll show you what those antennas look like. I think I have one. It's in handy. So if you wanted to get some more range out of that, you'd have to switch out the connectors, the SMA connectors, and then you'd have to put these on. So you put these down. So you'd have to put something like this on. These are Raptor. They're Four Hawks Raptors, and these would be very nice on there. So these are Four Hawks Raptor antennas. Yeah. So very cool. But yeah, that's a possibility right there. So hey, East Coast Thrills, how you doing? John K's in the house. You inspired me to fly. Good. You know what? I put that video up because I was inspired to fly it. And you know who inspired me? Captain Drone. He did a reboot on it, and I'm like, gosh, that really was exciting. And I had seen the prices now of the Sparks. They're really inexpensive. I'd say if you own one right now, don't get rid of it. You're really not going to gain anything by selling it, especially if you got, I would say maybe just go buy another battery. Just get one before they're impossible to get. I would even consider an upgrade on this. It's not hard to change out these antennas. They're not that hard. So I did a tear down, and there's actually a video on that of replacing the antennas. So you can find that video, and it tells you how to split the case and open it up and all that. I did that with my original Mavic Air. I put a Four Hawks panel on it, and boy, I got 2 miles easy with no interruption. It's a great update. It's a great modification if you're going to do it. Hello, I'm on my phone in the car. Hey, so that was one of the things I did. And you can still get good deals on these. I would, if you're looking for a Spark, you got to remember that they're over 250 grams. This is a 300 gram drone. Now, that being said, you make your own, you live your own life, but is it worth it? Yeah, it's such a nice, friendly looking drone. When you fly it, people are going to go, wow, get some pretty props for it, some yellow ones or some orange props for it. I think they're red and blue. Get something that's not offensive to somebody. Don't put black props on it. I wouldn't care, but you know what I'm saying? Make it look cute and fun, and people will leave you alone. Just say, hey, look, oh, fun. Hey, you mind if I, take a video? You just got to do that. You got to play the fun role. So, yeah, so that is the Air, the Spark, the old Spark. But really a good deal. I just very happy with it. I'm going to go fly. I think I'm going to do a Red Mountain flight with it, to be quite honest. I should fly it up the Red Mountain, should I? It's got just enough battery. I think the control, as long as the control link is stable, I can do the Red Mountain. If it's not stable, I am not going to do that. It's like throwing it away. So, but I think I'm going to fly a little bit just to make sure that I have stability. And let me go ahead and put up I'm going to go up and put my chat box up here and see if it goes up here. But yeah, that's the new chat box. I should I guess, yeah, there it is, make it a little bit bigger right there. But yeah, so anyway, it cycles, and so hopefully I'll leave it up there a little while. So a lot of fun things. And Kai has just popped in. Let me show Kai. Kai was not here when Kai, did you hear me talk about my update for these? Okay, there's the new padding on there. There is the new padding. Look at that. I wanted you to see that. And yes, they fit really good now. But like you're saying, you still have a little bit of focus. It's a little bit, it's right there. You can't do anything else to make that setup any better. So it's finally, it's fine. It was easy to install. I think it's got a Velcro and I'm still kind of adjusting my sticky on there. I probably needed to, but yeah, so there it is right there. And if you want to see them on, for, I don't know if I could show them sideways, get my face down there. I don't know if I get, no, I don't think I get my face down far enough. But if I go to the main scene and I put them on, you can see from the side. Here, let me turn off the chat box here. But, so go ahead and take my glasses off. But once again, here it is. Oh, I left my battery on. Oh boy. But there it is right there. And let's see, a little bit of, yeah, I took some of my adjustment out. There, now I can see the side right there. It changed a little bit on me. So, yep, so now I can adjust through. Now, of course, I've got the touchpad, of course, which I'm still not a huge fan of. But that's right there. I'm going to watch a video right now, watch myself fly and see. Yeah, oh my gosh, so much better. So much better. This is me flying the AVATA. God, that AVATA is fun to fly. I'm just flying it around trees and I'm really low. And I did this right at the beginning of summer last spring. I've made, right when school ended, I'm now in sport mode, just buzzing through this. Yeah, what awesome. So cool. Oh man. Oh. Yeah. Look at that. Fixed. So I'm just telling you, Kai, keep in mind that is raw footage, nothing stabilized. He's talking, hey, Kai, don't worry about that, man. I know. I actually, Kai, I actually put up the full footage, but obviously I didn't stabilize it. I should have run it through my gyro flow for you. Should I do that? Should I do some gyro flow for fun? So 1400 mAh. Thank you. But that was the specs. But yes, this is a victory. This is a huge victory for these goggles. If you're flying any of the current 03 platforms, you are now fixed for $13. $13, and everything is perfect, as good as it can be. Okay, Kai knows what I'm talking about, and when it comes to the, how you've got, you're still trying to tweak a little bit, but it's miles better than it was. So more than likely, I'll never put on the originals. I'll probably, unless I sell them, and I'll put the things back on. But yeah, very, very nice. So yes, and what else was it? Oh, last thing I'm going to hit before we go. I wanted to make a comment about this, and I think, and I did post this. I think I'm going to go to screen share, and then I'm going to move it over to display capture. I'm just going to turn the side camera off. This is what I'm talking about here. And so the FAA has just allowed beyond line of sight flight to a 191-pound missile. It's going to fly on its own. It's going to have there you go. And I have a 300-gram Spark that's going to be illegal in just a couple days. That is just not right. And that's the way I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it like that. That thing is, it weighs as much as, it weighs more than Sunrise. I mean, Sunrise could basically be picked up and dropped off like a vulture. with that drone. And if my spark hits you, you would be upset. And that would be it. You wouldn't die. If that hits you, you might as well just say, you may say sayonara. And that is why I do what I do. I'm just going to let you guys know that. That's why I do what I do, and why I'm going to probably stay doing what I do, because I am safer than that. So I am safer than that. And I'm going to just keep it at that. But yeah, 191 pound drone. Let's see if I can make that bigger. This is on Drone DJ. So that's Drone DJ. 191 pounds. It says the Federal Aviation. This was by Ishvina Singh. That's the person that wrote this article. Give her credit. Writing for Drone DJ. It says the Federal Aviation Administration has authorized Phoenix Air Unmanned to operate a Swiss-made drone weighing up to 191.8 pounds beyond visual line of sight for certain types of aerial works. This is the first time a drone of this size has received an exemption for commercial BVLOS operations by the FAA. So there it is. It's okay. Here are some of the facts. You must be operating in Class G airspace. Check for dead random. In sparsely populated areas. Check for dead random. Over pre-planned flight paths designed to avoid any known obstacles. Check for dead random. Over linear infrastructure with the right-of-way except for a takeoff and landing. Check for dead random. Within 100 feet above and 200 feet to the right or left of the center line of infrastructure that is being inspected. So now that's the difference. I'm inspecting. I'm flying, in most cases, I'm flying no more than 100 feet above AGL. So when it comes to any distance stuff that I've done. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm just gonna say that even though I understand that and I do not recommend anything that that is illegal. I'm not telling you it's okay, but if that 191 pound monster can make that flight, I can fly the Air 3 safely in open land with nothing to hit. Guys, did you see, if you noticed that I did a very, very legal flight just recently with the Spark, okay? But, absolutely by the book. I'm very much within the distances required from that. And I ran into the kites, okay? People didn't see that, but I said, I got some kites flying in my area. These are human-powered kites. In the video that I put up, you can see, actually, I do have the videos of that. Maybe I can find that for you. I wonder if I can get that. I can show you the kites. Let me see if I can find it. I just want you to see what I'm seeing. And then this might be the last thing I talk about before I got to get going today. But I'm going to go to go to my downloads. Actually, I'm going to go to my desktop. This is my Spark video. It's the last video I took. Let's see. View. There we go. There it is. I just want to see. Yeah, 194. And it's the very end of the video. So let me go ahead and let me get to the point where right here. So this point right here, I say I am flying with some kites that are close by. Guys, by the way, this is Spark video. This is Spark video. So watch the detail. I want to see with this Spark. Guys, this is Spark. Now I still had to do some controller adjustments, but now my gimbal keeps flopping down. That's what she said. Okay. I have to flick the gimbal button and it holds. So you can see, watch it comes back down and I finally flick it and get it up. So anyway, so right here I'm saying, hey, I'm going to show you some of those kites that I was following. So I can hear the powered kites, and now I can see them in the airspace. Completely safe. I am about 50 feet above the ground. Okay, check this out. So I'm going to turn and show you where the kites are compared to where I'm at. So come on here, turn around. Remember, this is 1080p video from my Spark. which is absolutely just blows me away. So here he is right there. You can, in a second, you'll see one of them right there. You see that guy right there? You see him? He's right there. He's flying probably 200 feet, or probably higher than that. I bet he's more like 300 feet. I'm at about 75 feet. I think the max flight altitude on here was about, so we can fly safely together. And these guys don't have there's two of them. There's one guy here and there's one guy here. Okay. Pretty cool, isn't it? Guys, this is a DJI Spark. This is a 6-year-old drone capturing all of this stuff with a 1/2.3 inch sensor, CMOS. That sensor, guys, powered at least 5 DJI drones, and including cameras. That sensor. That's how good, and that's why I bought the drone. And then, guys, if you want to buy the original Mavic Air, I can't do that because I've already owned it twice. I can't do it again. No, I've owned it once. I bought it well used, but same sensor. So pretty cool, isn't it? Pretty cool. Isn't that neat? Isn't that just a blast? I don't know if I can blow that up. I don't think I can. I was just trying to see if I could blow up the footage. I can. I could stretch it bigger, and that's about it. But yeah, that is 1080p, and you guys are actually seeing it actual resolution because I'm broadcasting in 1080p right now. But isn't that neat? So guys, this is why we fly. This is why I'm excited about flying. To be able to fly here. Check some of this other video. I'm gonna go and blast into. Look at that. That is Spark video. People forgot that the Spark was what it was. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's damn good. Look at that. Look at that. Spark, DJI Spark video. So, if you want to buy a Spark, go buy one. Why not? You can probably get one a good deal. People don't want to fly them because they're, 50 grams too heavy, but they're still better than all the crap that you're going to buy, on Amazon. I mean, it's better, and it doesn't really work well, and it's still stabilized video better than almost every drone I've flown that has been brand new out of the box. Some of them range from over $600 or $700 down to $500, down to about about $250. And I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for this because you'll be blown away, but less than that, less than the lowest price. And yeah, and that's what I get from it. I get just glorious video, and I get nice, stable gimbal stabilization, 1080p EIS, with a CMOS sensor. So the CMOS is basically picking it up like it's 4K. This is 4K capable. 12 megapixels photographs are coming out of this thing. So, all right, I think I'm done for the day. So I appreciate you guys popping in. I really do. Let me go back to the main scene. But yeah, I'm gonna. My son's calling me too, so I'm gonna call him back. He's got some news hopefully for me. But I'm going to here. Let me just answer this really quick. Hello. What happened? All right. Sorry, guys. I apologize for that. Good news. That was good. My son. That was my son calling me. I told him to call me when he got news. He was up for. He was hired by another company. He's a lawyer, and he was hired by another company, and he was worried about changing jobs. He didn't know if he wanted to stay at the one he was at because he really liked the people he was working for, but they just weren't paying him as much. And this other company, we're talking really deep pockets, came in and said, "Hey, we want to pay you a lot." And the guys that he worked for said, "Hey, we like you too, but will you stay? And we're gonna up your compensation if you stay." And he's like, "Yeah, I like working for you." Anyway, so that was good news. I was really excited for him. He really worked hard. He's doing stuff that I would never do. He's, hitting the books hard. So I think that's cool. So I just wanted to share that with you. But so that's really great news for him. That was awesome. It's hard, guys. The work world is hard. You guys know, and I couldn't do what he's doing. So, let's see. So looks like Kai says he's going to be back. Hopefully be back next week. And that's really good. We definitely want him basically running the stream. So hopefully he'll be back and running everything by then. But I want to thank everybody for popping in. Sorry I had to leave there, but that was kind of something I had to do. But there's a lot of great stuff going on. I think I am going to be sad if Autel drops the ball here and leaves. They will be leaving such a cool legacy. If you have never flown the Nano Plus, and I know that that you're struggling with it. Okay. I think, Walker came in and he was having problems. He bought a Nano Plus and he's really worried and he's having some issues. Okay. And I said, you sometimes just return it, just return it and just ask for, you just want to switch them out. You didn't crash it, it's just not working right out of the box. But what I told him was it's a great drone. I really enjoyed my flights with the Nano. If I could keep every single drone that I had, if I could have kept all of them, I don't have the money to just keep dropping, thousands of dollars without being able to recoup it by selling them back, So I've just been rolling them. I roll them in and I roll them out. But it's really cool. I don't mind that. I enjoy the flight time. And then look what happened. 6 years later, I get to roll back on one of my favorites, So maybe we can do that with some other ones. Maybe I can roll back with the Mavic Pro. I'm going to tell you right now, I would love to fly the Mavic Pro Platinum again. I would love to fly that. Right now, people are fire sailing them. The problem with the Mavic Pro Platinum is the ribbon cable on the camera. It's so intricate. The front camera is so susceptible to problems that I just can't do it. So that being said, I would have to roll back not to the original Mavic. I would roll back to the Mavic 2 Pro. If I could roll back to a Mavic 2 Pro, I flew the Mavic 2 Zoom 1/2.3 sensor. You guys didn't know that. The Mavic 2 Zoom has a 1/2.3 sensor, 4K. It probably has a really good lens. And a lot of people don't know that. They think they got a brand new camera. They didn't. And what happened with this little baby right here is the same thing that happened to, let me turn that off. The same thing that happened to the Mavic Pro is they went through a series of camera adjustments and they took the 1/1.3 and they made it better. And they made it so much better that you can't tell the difference hardly between this and the Micro Four Thirds. Now, if you're sitting with a 1 inch, you're good shape. If you're sitting with a 1/2 inch sensor, you're good shape. If you still have the original Mavic 2, I wouldn't go back to, the original Air 2. I wouldn't go back to the Air 2 for this reason. It has an overheat issue. Okay. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go back to that. So, be back to power, bring it back. John K. You want me to be honest with you? I looked at it. I did. They're not that expensive either. And they are very durable. I know how to hack them pretty good to get them to fly. I got 2 miles out of that thing. And EIS flies like a tank. Yeah. So, so we'll see. So when the foam starts breaking down a bit, yeah. Bebop 2, bring it back. The problem I think Kai got to right to it is the foam. It's the nose cone is made of foam. So if you break it, you're screwed. So you can get one cheap. You probably can. Hey John, you know what else I was looking at? I was looking at the Parrot Anafi. The Parrot Anafi is about $3.99. You can get a hold of a Parrot Anafi. But the batteries are, I mean, you're not going to be able to get a battery pretty soon for that. They're so delicate. Once again, you have the gimbal problem with the Anafi. I never had any problem with mine. I actually kicked mine one time. I kicked it like freaking Sunrise kicked freaking the controller. It was landing by a bush. So I kicked it up so it would not hit the bush. I have no idea why I did that, but it was fine. It broke a prop. I replaced the prop, put it back in the air, and flew it. So great camera. A little bit over sharpened. I think a lot of people didn't like that, the over sharpening on that. It's just a few minutes ago, I put a replacement zoom gimbal I bought from Jim's Droning into my M2 Zoom. Nice, very nice. So I think a Possum. If I had the M2, guys, I had the M2 with the Pro controller. I think I paid $900 or something for it when it was new. And I remember when Kai got the Air with the Pro controller, I had a similar deal. And then when I sold it, I actually made $100 or $200 on selling it. So yeah, I think I paid like $800 or $900, like $899, and I sold it for like $1,000 or something like that, or $999. So, because it had the Pro controller with it. So, yeah, dude, you're naming all my drones. I can't part with any of them. I had to part with them. Otherwise, I couldn't have got my channel going. The only drones that I'm never going to part with are ones that I can't sell. So, and the ones I can't sell are all up here. These FPV quads, they're not going anywhere. You're not going. You know what? I can't sell this. This is my original Hero. This is what I started Dad Random with. This Hero. This is actually a really good camera still. Right there. And then it's got the UV filter on it. This thing takes amazing video. The audio sucks ass. I could only use this for a B-roll camera. I couldn't use audio because the audio input on it is just garbage. So, and then we got the 12 coming, and then we got the, so more than likely camera wise, I'm sitting pretty good. I'm sitting with the original Pocket 2, and the Pocket 2 is just a beast for me. The Pocket 2's been just a beast. Very, very cool. All right. I better get going. Thanks for popping in. It's 5:30. I want to get out of here a little early. Kai says he's going to be back, on next Tuesday. I might do a stream on Friday. I don't know. We'll see how the weather is. I'd like to get out on my bike. So, I want to do some bike vlogs, this weekend. And then I also want to get the Kai 2 out flying, with the new goggles. So with the new goggle mask. So I'm excited about that. So, all right. Dad Random is having a good week, even though we have nothing new coming out. Nautel could leave us forever. I do have awesome fitting goggles that finally, no light leak and comfortable. They feel good on my eyes. There's no sweat. Oh my Lord. And it's $13 for that. $13 for that. Nice. Look at it. No light leak. None. Anywhere, even over the nose, over the bridge of the nose. Just a teeny bit of light. I think there's just a teeny bit of light coming right through there. Just a little bit. Just a hair. And I don't even care because it's perfect. So maybe I'll get the we'll see. I don't know when I'm going to fly this weekend. We'll see. You just never know. All right. So I was thinking I'd go, I missed the FPV drone. That's another one. Guys, we'll just keep going down the list. But I'm not going back to FPV drone unless I think I can fly it with those goggles. If I can, then I might do that. That thing is fun to fly. That is fast and the video is awesome. And you can really rip an area and just get glorious video. So if you want some really glorious FPV video, that camera right there, it's an 03 camera basically, with a bunch of stuff hiding the VTX, but fast, 60 miles an hour, and so all right, let's get it's Tuesday. Let's go. Let's think about our week. Maybe get out and fly, and let's not forget those birds of fame. Let's not forget that. Guys, that is the spark. And I'm going to tell you guys, if any one of you guys goes out and buys, I can't say the names because I have to keep flying them. If one of you guys goes out and buys one of those things, I'm just going to tell you right now, one of those toy things, I will be pissed. You guys are too smart to do that. Go find yourself a good used quality freaking product that has a great camera, something that we can recommend. And you will be so much more happy. And yes, if I could get Walker to be happy with his Autel Nano Plus, if we could get Walker to be successful there, that's another drone of fame. Just amazing drone of fame. So, all right, I'm out of here. Have a good one. Really appreciate you guys joining me. Join us Tuesday. Maybe join me Friday. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I think I'll get on Friday. I think I'm back to work, and Fridays I'm usually excited to stream and stuff like that. So, all righty. We are out of here. Thank you. Kai thanks you. He will be back as strong as ever, and we will hit Tech Tuesday better than ever before. Okay. Say, FPV drone with the Integras. So awesome. And I totally agree. Guys, FPV season's coming up, but today it's 105. Frick that. I ain't flying anything in 105 degrees. Have a great weekend too, Kai. We'll talk to you soon. And let me know how things are going. And yeah, later. Bye.